Good evening, I'm David Kramer at the National Weather Service with Alaska's statewide weather. Starting off for the remainder of the day, we have a low pressure system that's been out over the western portion of the Bering Sea, with its front moving through the central portions of the Bering Sea, bringing rain to the western and central Aleutian Islands as well as the Pribilof Islands. High pressure out over the state has stalled the progression of this front, slowing it down somewhat, and so that high pressure has also created fog in the Kotzebue Sound area up the rest of the west coast to the north and along the Arctic coastline. Some isolated areas of rain are also lingering around near the north slope. We have some areas of rain over the eastern portions of the interior as well, but south central Alaska and the Panhandle are both going to remain clear of precipitation through the rest of today. Now, we do also have a couple frost advisories out. One is for the greater Fairbanks area that will be in effect until noon on Sunday. And then we have several for the northern places of the Panhandle to include the Yakutat area that will be in effect from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. on Sunday. For tonight's weather, we are not going to see a lot of precipitation in the Panhandle area or much of mainland Alaska. However, we'll have some fog developing out over much of the interior portions of the state, as well as along the Arctic coastline. Then our frontal system that is out to the west will continue to move through the Bering Sea, starting to bring rain to the western portions of the YK Delta area, as well as down into the eastern Aleutian Islands and the Alaska Peninsula, as well as the remainder of the central and western Aleutians. On Sunday, that front, somewhat stalled but pushing ever so slightly further to the east, is bringing rain into much of the west coast of the state to include the Seward Peninsula on Sunday, as well as throughout the Bering Sea, Aleutian Islands, and Alaska Peninsula. High pressure will remain over much of mainland Alaska, resulting in areas of fog from Point Hope up through the Arctic coastline, mixing with rain along the Arctic coastline. Down in the Panhandle area, still going to see some dry conditions, with high pressure still being the main factor over the area, with a trough further to the south. On Monday, we are going to see the high pressure pushing further to the east, moving in more over the Panhandle area, keeping precipitation at bay over that area. Much of the eastern half of mainland Alaska will stay dry as well, and a frontal system forming off of the old boundary will bring more rain into the western portions of mainland Alaska, pushing in towards the Galena area down through much of the southwest as well, with some showers out over the Bering Sea, Aleutian Islands, and Alaska Peninsula. Up along the Arctic coast, we're going to see fog remaining through much of the day on Monday, as well as a mixture of rain, fog, and snow for eastern portions of the Arctic coast. With Alaska statewide weather, I'm David Kramer.